Hey girls, it is prep day 3 and I hope you're starting to catch on about how this is going to work. I just want you to know as we're just getting started with timed nutrition and maybe you're just for the first time using these portion control containers that you know it will only get easier and easier the more you use them and the more you make yourself do it, the more you make yourself sit down and do meal prep and meal planning. That will get faster and easier. It's just like building any habit. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. And so just take a deep breath, girls, because I know it's overwhelming at first. And actually, this prep day 3 is just a little bit more about nutrition because I really want to get this buckled down and straight so we're ready for the weekend. Because just keep in mind that if you work out of your house and you have a busy, crazy life schedule like we all do, right? You want to make sure you leave yourself a good amount of time, maybe even all of Sunday, not the whole day, but Sunday, to do some prepping of the food. Like if you want to make things ahead of time or if you want to separate them in containers so they're ready to go for the next day. So that means that you probably need your groceries at least Friday or Saturday. Just start thinking ahead. That don't wait till Sunday to do grocery shopping and then prep everything and figure it all out. We want to get this under control and ahead of time so we're not feeling rushed and we're ready to do our workouts on Monday and start using our Time Nutrition. So I just wanted to do a quick little recap that we've all found our meal plans. Our meal plans have a certain number of colored containers that we're all going to have in the day. You need to eat all the containers. Don't leave any out because your body will need all that fuel. Okay, so in our meal plan, it's already grouped in the colors, the color containers, and we can't move them around or swap them out. That is very, very important to the Time Nutrition, to keep those colors in the color groups that they're already in according to your plan. Okay, and you have your workout, you have your meal before your workout, and then your post-meal workout. Those have to stay around your workout. That's called your workout block. The other 3 meals in your plan, you can change up the order. They don't have to stay meal 1, meal 2, meal 3. You can, like if you're in the mood for meal 3, when your plan says meal 1, you can swap them, okay? And so with that said, with the containers, I want to make sure you guys know that when you're filling them for your portions and you're learning how to do your portions, that the lid that comes with the container should be able to go on the container easily. Okay, and try, I know it's more dishes, but fill the containers and then throw them on your plate because that will give you the visual of what that portion looks like on your plate. So then when you're out and about or you go to a restaurant or you're at a friend's house, you can fill food on your plate without your containers, but you sort of know how big that pile of food should be. Or like with your vegetables, like your greens, of course not all vegetables, but like your greens, for example, if you're having spinach, maybe fill up your cup and then toss them in your hand and just sort of like feel what it feels like for that serving and then put them on your plate. That way you know what it looks like on your plate and you also know what it feels like if you're grabbing it out of your spinach bag or whatever. You know about how much a serving should feel like. That way if you don't have your containers, you're set, and eventually, down the road, you probably won't end up using your containers forever because you'll learn. It's all the learning process. And let me tell you, it looks huge on your plate. Like the cups look small to me. And then I put the food on my plate. I'm like, whoa! So it's surprising. Plenty of food, but we need to make sure we get it all in. And then I also wanted to remind you guys that for your Shakeology, what you put in your shake also definitely counts in your meal plan. So if you add some concoction, make sure it fits your meal plan. So I always add fruit into my shake, so I never have it, on the side or whatever. I count the fruit in my shake as my purple. My shake is the red. I don't know if I've ever said that. The Shakeology Girls counts as 1 scoop is the red container. And then for the teaspoon, I always used to do my shake with almond milk. But if I want to put peanut butter in my shake, I can't use almond milk because you'll see on the beverage page that 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk is equal to 1 teaspoon. So just be aware of that. So when I want to use peanut butter, now I use water as my liquid for my shake. And while we're on the subject of the shakes, I want you girls to make sure that you're not, I'm sure some people can drink them this way, but if you are just adding your shake to water, shaking it up and trying to drink it, I wouldn't be able to drink it that way. It's pretty gross. I want to make sure you girls know that you should be trying recipes that sound good in your head, that you think would taste good, and just try them. Because I can't drink my Shakeology without at least doing a recipe. And my favorite is actually cafe latte. I've been loving. And so I used to use almond milk, but now I use water. The Shakeology powder, cafe latte, half a banana, and my teaspoon of peanut butter. And if my banana is like warm off the counter, I'll throw in like 6 ice cubes. If I have half a banana from my freezer, then I'll just throw in a couple ice cubes because then it makes it too thick if, too much frozen stuff. So if you use frozen fruit or ice cubes, that thickens it up. And of course makes it cold, more like a milkshake. So just trial and error, girls. You'll find what you like and what you love. And so also when you log into Team Beachbody, at the top, I'm not sure if you've seen it, there's a Shakeology tab. So click on that and then it will take you to like a whole Shakeology website. And at the top of that, there's going to be a tab that says recipes. So you can find gazillions of different recipes for the shakes. But be aware of making it fit into your plan. So for finding recipes that we're going to plug in to your meal plan page, I wanted to share with you guys that I just go on Beachbody On Demand and I go to the Fixate Cooking Show. And also, when you're looking at like the list of recipes on the Fixate Cooking Show, it's a circle, just a circle. And that is the symbol of that recipe working well with 80-day obsession timed nutrition. Okay? But with that said, and I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I bet you I can find it if you give me just a second. Oh, the savory poached eggs is one of these recipes. Ooh, sun's out. See all those colors? The green, red, yellow, orange, and a teaspoon. That would be perfect for me before my workout or right after my workout, if only it didn't have the orange. So if you run across that, what I do is, even though crap, the containers don't fit my plan, I go ahead and scan the recipe and figure out what the heck gives it that orange container. And down here at the bottom, you're supposed to put 40 whole olives sprinkled on top of this recipe. Well, if I go back to my, if I have my food list, I know that olives are they from the orange one? Yes, I thought, I was just making sure. The olives are the orange container, and that is what gives it the orange container. So I make this recipe all the time, but I will not put the olives on, and that way it fits my meal plan. So don't be afraid to scan through the recipe and try to figure out if you can ditch a container. Like there's another recipe, I can't remember what it was, but it would fit my containers perfectly except for it had a blue. But I was able to look through the recipe and realize, oh, they added all this cheese to the recipe. So I just made it without the cheese, and then it fit my containers. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see, and to make sure you look in your book for all the examples, that will help you a lot. And besides that, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but another option Beachbody just came out with is Beach Bars, which is a snack bar. They're not supposed to be a meal replacement bar. They're not really even called a protein bar. They want them referred to as snack bars, even though they do have 10 grams of protein and low sugar, which is awesome. But I wanted to let you guys know, if anyone is going to try them, that one Beach Bar, granola bar, snack bar, is half a red, half a yellow, and 1 teaspoon. That's what one bar counts as, if that applies to you. And besides that, I was just going to tell you guys real quick, and this shouldn't take too much longer, how I meal plan. So I have my sheet that I'm gonna plug in all my food on with the color containers and the blank spots. And then I have my notebook, and then I have my computer. I throw my computer on the Fix8 cooking show, and I run through and I find these recipes. Ooh, that fits this spot. I fill it in this spot. I scan through the recipe. And I do this all at the same time, and it seems to be the easiest way I have found to do it. And this is just for my grocery list. So I go through the recipe. Okay, I got that. Ooh, I need that. Write it down immediately. So as I'm doing my meal plan, I'm also making my grocery list. And we only focus on 1 week at a time, because you'll see that buying all this fresh produce and all this fresh, clean stuff, buying more than a week ahead of time really would waste a lot of food. It'd end up going bad in your fridge. So anyway, keep in mind too, anyone with big families, like I cannot keep food in this house. So any recipes I make, I always at least double it, if not triple it. Because if you do have extras, you can always throw it in the freezer. But I try to pick recipes that I know my family would also like. So girls, I hope this helps. I'm gonna look again. If you have any questions, post them in the comments under this video, and happy meal planning. See you guys later.